the two most harmful vitamins for leg weakening. After 60. Meet George, a 70-year-old man who's lived most of his life enjoying the outdoors. In his prime, he was an avid hiker and loved gardening, but as he's gotten older, something's changed. He noticed that his legs have been feeling weaker and heavier. Even standing for a few minutes seems to leave him with soreness and fatigue. Climbing stairs, which used to be effortless, has now become a struggle. He chalked it up to aging, but after watching a few health videos, George began to wonder if there was more to it than simply growing older. It turns out, the problem might not just be age. In fact, two vitamins that are often marketed as essential for health could be the silent culprits behind the weakening of George's legs. Vitamins that most people believe are good for you could, ironically, be doing more harm than good, especially for those over 60. And even though these nutrients are commonly found in health supplements, their effects may not be as beneficial as we think. The two vitamins in question are vitamin D and vitamin A. While both are crucial for bone health, muscle function, and overall well-being, an excess of these nutrients can have detrimental effects, especially on seniors like George. Vitamin D, too much of a good thing? Vitamin D is essential for maintaining strong bones and proper muscle function, especially as we age. However, excess vitamin D can lead to a host of problems. This vitamin is fat-soluble, meaning that it can accumulate in the body if consumed in excess. For older adults, too much vitamin D can cause hypercalcemia, which leads to weakened muscles, fatigue, and poor bone density, precisely the opposite of what George would want to happen to his body. It's ironic that many older adults who might already be deficient in vitamin D are also taking supplements to fortify their bones without realizing that over-supplementation can lead to muscle loss and joint pain. The dangerous part? Many people take vitamin D supplements under the assumption they are doing the right thing for their health, not knowing that an excess could be harming their legs and joints. I personally believe that we've been told for so long that vitamin D is a magic bullet for senior health, that it's become an automatic assumption to pop a pill whenever we're concerned about bone health. But, like anything else, too much of a good thing isn't always better. It's vital to get your vitamin D levels checked by a doctor, and instead of blindly following the supplement trend, make sure you're getting the right amount. Vitamin A, the overlooked culprit. Next, let's talk about vitamin A. This vitamin is essential for vision and immune function, but in large doses, it can negatively impact the body's ability to absorb calcium, which is vital for both muscle and bone health. It also increases the risk of inflammation, which can lead to stiffness, swelling, and discomfort in the joints. For people like George, who might be taking multivitamins or specific supplements to support aging muscles and joints, an excess of vitamin A might be doing more harm than good. In particular, seniors may be more sensitive to the effects of vitamin A because their bodies are slower to metabolize it. This vitamin can accumulate over time, contributing to joint pain and muscle weakness. In fact, I've seen this firsthand with my own family. My uncle, an active man in his 70s, began experiencing muscle stiffness and joint pain after he started taking a high-dose vitamin A supplement recommended by a well-meaning health professional. His experience was a wake-up call for me, showing that what might be recommended as beneficial for bone and joint health might not always have the desired effect. How harmful foods contribute to leg weakness. After 60. But it's not just vitamins that could be making George's legs feel weaker. His diet plays a massive role in the health of his muscles and joints as well. After turning 60, George found himself enjoying sweets and desserts a little too frequently. Cakes, cookies, and even store-bought ice cream had become regular parts of his routine. Like many seniors, George saw them as harmless indulgences, a way to enjoy life's simple pleasures. However, what he didn't realize was that consuming too much refined sugar could be contributing to his leg weakness. The sugar trap. How desserts can worsen leg health. Excessive sugar intake causes inflammation in the body, which leads to discomfort and pain in the muscles and joints. For George, the chronic inflammation caused by sugary foods exacerbates the soreness in his legs, and as the inflammation in his muscles and joints worsens, he finds it harder to move around and perform daily tasks. And with increased insulin resistance caused by sugar, George's muscles are unable to absorb and use the energy they need for efficient function. In addition to the inflammation and energy depletion, sugar can also contribute to weight gain, which directly impacts leg health. The extra weight puts additional strain on his lower body muscles and joints, causing even more discomfort. For someone like George, who is already starting to lose muscle mass naturally with age, the added stress from sugar is a recipe for disaster. I've had similar experiences with older family members who started experiencing muscle weakness and joint issues after indulging in too many sweets. It's easy to think of desserts as a small indulgence, but the long-term effects can seriously undermine our mobility and independence. Fried foods, a sneaky enemy of leg health. Another food group George can't resist is fried foods. Whether it's French fries, fried chicken, or fried fish, these comfort foods have been a part of his diet for years. But as he's aged, he's started to notice that his legs feel heavier after eating them. The combination of trans fats and saturated fats in these fried foods increases inflammation in the body, leading to stiff joints and weakened muscles. The worst part? Fried foods also hinder blood circulation, preventing the muscles in George's legs from getting the oxygen and nutrients they need to repair and regenerate. Over time, this contributes to muscle weakness and joint deterioration. For someone in their 70s, like George, the consequences can be severe, affecting mobility and independence. I know many older individuals who continue to indulge in fried foods despite the damage they may be doing to their bodies. I think it's crucial to recognize that, while fried foods might be tasty, they're far from being a harmless treat. For seniors, substituting these foods with healthier alternatives is a small change that can lead to big improvements in leg health. After recognizing how certain foods and vitamins were affecting his legs, George decided to make some changes to his diet. Instead of sugary desserts, he started opting for fresh fruit with a sprinkle of cinnamon or homemade low-sugar treats. He cut back on fried foods and replaced them with baked or grilled options. He also consulted his doctor about his vitamin D and vitamin A intake, ensuring he was taking the right amount for his age and health condition. Over time, George began to feel more energized, and his legs started to feel less heavy and painful. Though it wasn't a quick fix, making these small but significant changes gave him back a sense of control over his health and mobility. As a parting thought, it's essential for seniors to understand that taking care of our legs and joints goes far beyond just taking vitamins or relying on a pill. Diet plays a massive role in our overall well-being, and being mindful of the foods we eat can make a significant difference in how we feel, especially as we age. If you've noticed that your legs are feeling weaker or more fatigued, it may be time to reassess your diet and vitamin intake. Small changes, like reducing sugar, avoiding fried foods, and ensuring balanced nutrient intake, can help you maintain your strength and independence for years to come.